that I think actors don't understand, especially being on this side of the glass now so much more, is that there are people that it's like, oh, that's definitely my favorite read. That was a great read. It doesn't fit with the other voices I had to cast. So it's not personal. It's not. It's about the overview. Same thing with when an actor is in the booth. I understand that as an actor, that's what you're feeling, but I know what the other people sound like. I know the arc of the scene. That's my job. So trust me, because I'm directing a scene, and it's not just about your read. And I think that people forget that because they're so isolated, one at a time in the booth.
Yeah, it's a very isolating
Yeah,
experience. And I think actors just really care about their character.
sure.
So I mean, if
And
they're
they've put a lot of thought into it sometimes, and then they've made decisions, but then they make decisions not knowing what anybody else is doing. And that's where it gets dangerous, is when you can't get out of that. When you can't. And I always, like, for a callback, I will sometimes direct people in a completely different way. It's like, I'm between these two actors. I really like these two. Producers really like either one. uh, but I'll toss them a curveball, and if they can take the direction, and they will take the direction and not argue about it or whatever, and just go, okay, then that's somebody I can direct and I can work with. And that's somebody that I want to be in the trenches with. It's like, because you never know. You just never know. But if there's somebody that is so stuck, and some people audition brilliantly, and that's as good as they get. They never get anything past that, and they can't give you a different line read. So that's something that's important, I think, in the audition process.
yeah, I think being flexible. And I think and one thing that we've been working on lately is having people do something completely opposite to type, and just trying something completely different and out of the box, because I think it also helps you with that fact of when you on the stage and suddenly you're thrown something completely different. And then you're like, oh yeah, well, I know how to do that. That's
Yeah.
not hard for me because I've been practicing. And because it's great to refine characters, but if you don't, like you just said, Cindy, have their flexibility to change it, then I don't know how far you're going to be able to go, really, to
Yeah.
be that facile at that. And also you get thrown a lot of other extra voices sometimes at the last
Yep.
second. Oh, can you do these 2 lines, or can you do these 3 lines? And things like that.